Hey guys, it's mcfixit here. I've had this helping hands for about 20 years now. It kind of works okay, but I have a new item that I want to show you. I'm going to be doing a full review on it today. This will help increase your solder game tenfold because it has so many different options on how it can hold wires and things like that. So I'm going to go through the unboxing and a general application of how I would use this product. Again, these helping hands are okay. They're really old. Radio Shack, that shows you how old they are, and just have some new options available today. So I'm going to walk you through all of what the new options look like and how you could use this to really up your game. So let's go ahead and unbox it here. You can see within the box it does give you some instructions on lights, magnification, and everything else. You get a pack of gator clamps, and these are the little arms. You do get a total of 4 of those. 2 of them are 9 inches and 2 of them are 4.5 inches. You do get a light as well. And again, all this is magnetic, so it all goes together. Those are the rubber feet. And then you get 4 of these as well. Side of here is an adjustable part as well that tightens down and loosens up to clamp onto things. And this is that arm for this right here. And here is a 11.4 by 7.1 base. This thing is actually pretty hefty. It is a powder coated steel base, and it's probably the heaviest thing in the box by far. And that right there is going to let everything magnetically stick to it, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the rubber feet on. This will just help it from sliding and things like that. So just got glue on one side. Because this thing is so heavy, as you put it over, it's going to naturally push it down. So I'm not going to press onto it for super long, but you can if you would like to. And you can see everything just kind of clicks into place, which is pretty sweet. We'll grab these little clamps here, and then each one of these slide out. I won't show you all of these because these 4 are identical to each other. The whole thing is they're just 2 of them are longer and 2 of them are shorter, but I'll show you how to do one and set it up. So you will take right here, place this in, and then you will screw down the top part, and that right there allows you to have good clamps. And we'll do that again for all 4 of those. The next part is this one, so we're going to go ahead and loosen this up so we can get it movable to where we want it to go. Go ahead and tighten that down. Then this will allow you to clamp at lots of different angles and tighten down. That's pretty sweet. I've not seen many of them that come with something like that. The last thing is the light. You will need a regular USB, some sort of power. I have some down over here, so it'll get plugged in down there. So this also comes with a magnifier, which is pretty cool, and does have the option for some light on it, which is pretty cool. Has some different features on how bright it gets. You can see my hand definitely gets bigger. It's supposed to be a 3-time. It is a 3-time magnifier. You can see my hand or even this marker. It definitely makes it a little easier to see. And I do like the light feature as well. So if you do have a really small thing you're working on, that works really well. So I want to go over every part of this. I did unbox it, but now let's go over every part of it. There are a number of parts. You have the magnifying glass right here. It does have a USB, and you can change up and down how bright you want it to be. 3 times magnification on that. You have 4 different pillars that can be put around wherever they need to be. You also have 4 gooseneck arms. These 2 are 9 inches and these are 4.5 inches. And you can really move these anywhere. You can take them off and move it over here or wherever you need to. There also is the option, that's this one right back here, for a hot air gun. If you want to use that and get it to heat shrink or anything else, you do have that option there. It does also come with an extra clip and tie down nut, so that's really awesome that it does have that. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in here and put it in the box because you never know, I might need that in the future. So here is the test that I'm going to be doing. I have this automotive part that I believe there's some kind of tear down in here. Yeah, you can see it right there. And I need to go ahead and fix this. You can see it is grounding out and not allowing the part on my car to work properly. So I need to go ahead and clean this up and go ahead and put it all back together by soldering it. Because when you have wires that get crimped like this and you can see strands coming out, and you could even see right here it had getting some rub on there. And so we're going to fix this up and be able to use this part again without having to go buy a new one with just a simple solder. And we're going to be using this new Helping Hands soldering table. So the first thing I'm going to do is just come in here, kind of examine my wire that I'm looking at. And you can see it's almost all the way split through. There's only a couple left. And in fact, here, let's see if we can see it even better. With this, you can see the light. And yeah, it's pretty much fried. So what we need to do is go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then we're just going to go ahead and strip it on both sides. And we're going to use the Helping Hands to make this work. Probably can get away with putting this part right there. Yeah, because these things are super wide. That's super convenient. And I have a little bit of heat shrink that I'm going to put on this side just to get it to be the best that we can make it. So we got that about as good as I'm going to be able to get that. And then I'm going to go ahead and then we're going to be able to use the alligator clip to keep the wires apart, but also keep these two together. I always like to add a little bit of flux to it. Go and get your soldering iron on. Get it nice and hot. Then I use resin core solder. And we'll go ahead and heat everything up. And just like that, you have a great solder because you were able to hold it in place where it needs to be held. Make sure to unplug your soldering gun whenever you're done. We'll go ahead and unclip here and get that nice and over. We'll go ahead and clip it back down to where that sits right where we want it. Go ahead and take our heat gun. That's perfect right there. You may want to let this sit for a few seconds because it will be hot. Then we will try to slide as much of that back up to it as possible. And then go ahead and take new wrap and go ahead and wrap it. Again, this is nice. The Helping Hands is holding it easy, even as I do this. And you just saved yourself probably a couple of $100 by soldering versus going out and getting a new wiring harness. And you are back up and running in just a few moments with the help of these Helping Hands. So here's my unbiased opinions of these helping hands. These things are great. I had a number of projects that I use these on, and with all of the attachments, you can really do a lot of awesome things. You're able to solder a little easier than normal because you have so many options. These things maneuver so well. Again, I've had this for a long time and it works, but it is a pain to get situated. This is a nice and heavy platform, so no matter where you go, it works. I love the LED light, and the 3 times magnification with the light is great. That it has that feature, and it just goes into USB, so you can put it into lots of different chargers that you probably already have laying around your house. So I really like all of the goosenecks on this. This is so much more convenient than the old school where you had to get it to the right position and make sure you tighten down properly. These just move to where you need and they stay. They're very strong and durable. They also have really good magnets and a really good plate that everything sits on. And you have so many different options that you can use to be able to solder better. If this video was helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe down on the bottom as well if you've not done so. If you have any comments, go ahead and put them in the comment section down below. Truly appreciate you watching. If you're interested in this product, I'll have a link down in my description as well.